Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly and PDP governorship candidate, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori, has pledged to ensure greater participation of traditional rulers in the governance of the state. He was elected into office on the 11th of March 2023. Right Honorable Oborevwori said the traditional rulers are key to the successful delivery of one of the cardinal objectives of his MORE agenda, which is the sustenance of peace and security in Delta State. As Deltans inch closer to the March 11 governorship election in Delta State, frontline candidate and PDP standard bearer for the governorship elections, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori and his team of supporters last week hit the road once again for another round of consultations and campaign activities. This time around, Oborevwori's campaign trail visited traditional rulers of the 3 senatorial districts in Delta State in 5 separate consultative visits. In Rt.Hon, venue of Oborevwori's consultation visit to Isoko traditional rulers, His Royal Majesty Romanus Inanna, the Ojo Olugbo of Owe Kingdom, who was chief host, pledged the support of Isoko traditional rulers to Oborevwori's ambition, but asked him to endeavor to run an inclusive government that will ensure that people of Isoko Nation benefit visibly from his government.
We, Isoko people, we equally want to play a voter role in your government. Therefore, we will give you the necessary support.
Former president of Isoko Development Union, High Chief Idu Amaide, who described Oborevwori as a worthy son-in-law to the Isoko Nation, said that support for Oborevwori from the Isoko ethnic nationality is total and unwavering.
The incoming governor of Delta State, the Isokos take him as our son. So the Isoko people are ready to stand by him, support him, and vote for him.
During his meeting with Ijaw traditional rulers, which took place at the palace of the paramount ruler of Ogulaha Kingdom, His Royal Majesty, Elder Captain Timiya Agonu Torubobo I, the Ijaw traditional rulers also pledged their support for Oborevwori but appealed to him to ensure that his government utilizes oil derivation funds for the development of oil-producing communities.
We have no doubt if you become the governor of this state, you will remember the riverine area. People say our areas are very difficult to develop. And the money coming from there is not difficult to receive. Thus, to spend the money to develop in the area become very difficult. But in your time, I know it will change.
In his response, Right Honorable Oborevwori thanked the royal fathers for their continuous support of his political career and his desire to govern Delta State. He said his MORE agenda will guarantee the participation of traditional rulers in the day-to-day governance of Delta State.
Come May 20, 1923, if I'm sworn in, there will be role for the traditional rulers. If they are giving roles, which the roles are given to them, they have been doing to maintain peace in their kingdom. And that's the peace we are enjoying. We are going to enjoy more peace.
Earlier, Right Honorable Oborevwori had commenced his visit to traditional rulers in Delta State in Owa Alero, Ikan Northeast local government area, where he met with traditional rulers from Delta North. He was received at the palace of the Obi of Owa Kingdom and chairman of Delta North Traditional Rulers Forum, His Royal Majesty, Dr. Emmanuel Efezomo. The Delta North traditional rulers also pledged their support for Oborevwori and prayed for him. Honorable Oborevwori was also at the palace of the 99-year-old Asagba of Asaba, Professor Chike Edozian, who also pledged his support for Oborevwori and prayed for his success at the March 11 polls. Right Honorable Oborevwori was also at the palace of the Ohuorode of Olomu Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Ovie Richard Ogbon, where he met with Urobo traditional rulers from Delta Central Senatorial District, who pledged their support for Oborevwori's candidacy. The Ovie of Uwe Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Dr. Emmanuel Sideso, offered prayers for Oborevwori on behalf of all the Urobo traditional rulers in Delta Central Senatorial District.
Right Honorable Sheriff Francis Oborevwori, àwọn kan náà pé kéde àrí gómìnà ní Delta State. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi fi ẹ́, ó yẹ òun kẹwàá. Ijede na ori woke wo. Urugwo na ote wo bo. Iviorobo onero amane ro ke wo. Uno juti aimo.
Before leaving Delta Central, Right Honorable Oborevwori paid a consultation visit to 91-year-old Chief Godwin Ogbetwo, the Okakuro of Agbon and Olomu Kingdoms, who endorsed him and asked Deltans to vote for him in the next governorship elections.
At the age of 91, I endorse him like father, like son. He's a gentleman who is very hardworking, and you can see his activities in the house. First and second time as a speaker. It's not easy to be a speaker of that house for 2 times.
Right Honorable Oborevwori was accompanied on the visit to Delta Monarchs by several PDP stalwarts in Delta State. Former Governor of Delta State, Dr. Emmanuel Udwanga, who was with Oborevwori on his visit to Isoko, Urobo and Ijaw traditional rulers, told the royal fathers that Sheriff Oborevwori will make a good governor of Delta State. Although most Deltans believe that Oborevwori is easily the most favored candidate to win the March 11 polls, the PDP governorship candidate relentlessly continues to engage in the hard work of reaching the different segments of the Delta society to sell and convince them of his more agenda that promises to take Delta State to greater heights.
Inside the Niger Delta,